Hello ladies, Sue here, one of the Look Fabulous Forever ambassadors, and that is a skincare and makeup brand for ladies with old skins like mine. I haven't seen you for a while because I've been on holiday to Ireland, the greenest of countries, and it's coming into garden season, and that's what I'm doing today. I put on a botanical shirt because we're going looking around an open garden around here, and Chelsea's flower show's coming up next week, so it's all systems green, I suppose. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do sort of a soft botanical look for my warm toned skins. And if you don't know what your undertone of your skin is, then pop along to the Look Fabulous Forever website. There's a quiz on there that will help you. My go-to method for determining whether you're warm toned or cool toned is to take gold or silver jewellery. When I hold silver jewellery up next to me, it just dies, whereas gold is something that lights up my skin. So that's your starting point, and this is for warm toned skins. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows as per usual, and this morning I'm going to use Bring Back the Brow. Comes like this, and it's got a lovely very fine brush on the end, and that just helps you paint those eyebrows in. I'm lucky enough to have eyebrows still. I know it's a big problem for some people. Can you see? They're not very well defined and they're a little bit sparse. So here I go with my brows, and it's very fine, feather-like, almost hair-like strokes to, you see, just colour in the line that's there. Once you get used to doing it, it actually goes very quickly. You see already there's an improvement. You know, your eyebrows, I think of them as the coat hangers of your face. Features hang on there. So, and they're so important for expression. You know, our facial expressions are like, you underestimated how much of that comes from the way your eyebrows moved. So once they're on, I then take the cream eyeshadow, and I use the cream in the neutrals palette, and I just highlight my brow bone. I do it with my finger. I know my face, and I also have had it for 72 years, and I also know I've got quite a big space between my eyeline and my eyebrow. So for me, I need to fill that in. In the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to use the soft olive. It's a very pretty shade that looks like that. And I just take my brush, load my brush, and then I start just blending. I do like a base coat over it. And while I'm doing that, I'll tell you that before I started with my makeup, of course I moisturise, put my sunscreen on first, which is essential this time of year. Moisturize my skin, put my smooth like silk primer on and my base over that, and then I use the eyeshadow eye primer because that'll help keep this in place. And then I'm going to take another of my favorite shades, also seen in nature, and that's the green khaki. And this was a new shade a couple of years ago, and I really enjoy it. It's a yellowy green, which suits my colouring. Again, I load my brush, and I'm just going to take that from the centre of my eye to the end. And then I'm going to blend that in. And then I'm going to take the dark taupe, looks like that, and I'm just going to do a little bit at the ends to give a bit of shape. I think this colour's like tree bark or earth. And again, blend. Blending's so important. Can't have any harsh lines. And then I'm going to take my dark brown pencil liner and draw a very fine line next to my lashes for definition. Look Fabulous Forever do these lovely soft liners, and they're so easy to apply. And because I love them so much, I'm going to put a little bit of green just from slightly inside the centre of my eye for about 1 centimetre. You wouldn't think it would make any difference, but it does. And I think it brings out the green of my eye. I'm going to use Live Lash Mascara with a lovely thick brush in black, and try not to open my mouth too much. I'm putting it on. It's amazing, isn't it, that we all have that thing in common. We say that. There we go. And a little bit on my bottom lashes. Eyes are done, but I think my face is still looking a little bit anemic. So I'm going to apply my lipstick next, and I'm going to use True Coral, favourite of mine. And I've already outlined my lips. I think I don't need to outline them again. And finally, and most importantly, my blusher. And I'm going to use another botanical colour, Desert Rose, which looks like that. Very pretty heathery pink shade, which is actually a neutral. I'm going to just add a little highlight to my eyes with one of the creamy eyeshadow sticks. And I do that by just placing a little bit in the centre of each eye, just to add a little bit of shine, and then blend that in. Just gives a highlight to the centre of your lid. You see? I remember that tip from Sally, hold your mirror away from you, because that's how people see you. Yes, I think I'm happy with that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this demo of me putting on some botanical shades, because I'm going to a garden in my botanical shirt. And if you do like it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel Look Fabulous Forever, and share the good news about the products that are out there from Look Fabulous Forever for ladies with older skins. Thank you for watching, and do have a lovely day. Bye for now.